My name is Jeff, and I'm from the United States. I live in Seattle, Washington, and yeah, I've had a total of 2 procedures done. I'm soon to do my 3rd, and just been extremely happy with the results. I started losing my hair when I was 19, so I kind of had an early start, and I attempted some other options like the hair systems, things like that. Just didn't find that they were realistic enough looking, and really wanted a solution that looked natural. And with my career, I'm kind of in the public eye pretty often, and my appearance was a bit more important to me, I suppose, and really wanted that to be improved, I guess. When you start losing your hair at that age, it definitely there's a lot of effects it has on you. Your mental, your security with yourself, and also the look of your age. So I decided to try this type of procedure, and I did a ton of research for a good 6 months of every single hair transplant company around the world, every single one. And what drew me to Hasson and Wong was firstly the website, the results that they show, the pictures, the video. It was all very impressive. Also, Hasson and Wong did something, I forget the name, but larger procedures where they would do more grafts at one time, whereas other companies will only do maybe between 500 and 1,500. Hasson and Wong does a lot more than that, and that was attractive to me as well, because I had no hair on my crown at all. And then just speaking with the people at Hasson and Wong, everybody was just extremely kind and understanding, easy to talk to, very professional. And all those things kind of drew me to make my final choice of going with Hasson and Wong. I had it done at a later age as well. I think my first procedure done, I was, let's see, as I do the quick math in my head, I was in my mid-30s, So a lot of my insecurities of being, young and, that was all gone, but the hair insecurity was still there. And after the procedure, definitely improved how I felt about my physical appearance, yeah. I was anxious, of course, I guess as anyone would be in my shoes, doing such a large procedure on your head. Very anxious coming up to the building to walk in to get my procedure done. But I have to tell you, everybody here was just so professional. The facilities are extremely clean, very current, up to date. And Dr. Wong obviously had a wonderful bedside manner, if I could use that term. Extremely easy to just to talk to ask any questions I wanted to, and to walk in and get that sort of immediate feeling of comfort and care really was a wonderful start to the surgery. And then as far as the surgery itself, I mean, you read about pain. I felt virtually no pain during my procedure. I was in the chair for a long time because my procedures involved a lot of grafts. The time seemed to fly by just because they give you a lot of options of movies and music, and they let you get up whenever you need to use the restroom. And I found that what I thought was going to be kind of just a crazy day full of stress and anxiety, I found it very relaxing and fast. I don't know if I'm an anomaly, but my recovery was extremely easy. I had virtually no pain, super smooth, no complications at all. I had my 2 procedures, each of them I had the surgeries, and I went to the hotel, spent the night, and went home. And I had a bit of swelling, like a little bit around my face, and back over here. And just keep in mind how large my procedures were, right? So minimal swelling, even with the size of the amount of grafts done with me. So yeah, overall, extremely easy recovery for me. You do get what you pay for. Having said that, I have found what you do get from choosing Hasson and Wong far outweighs the amount that it costs. Yes, it might cost a little bit more than going somewhere else, but the quality is it's exponentially higher. And I mean, look what you're doing. You're doing an elective surgery on yourself, on your body. So why wouldn't you want to find the best you could possibly find and maybe pay a little bit more to get that guarantee of safety, results, and professional care. I feel it's going to be cliche for me to say this because I've seen it on other videos, but I fully believe it now, and that is that, you know, I would have done it sooner. If I had known what the results were going to be, I would have done it 10 years earlier. You know, I think the sooner you do it, the better. And if you're in a situation where you have enough donor hair to do multiple procedures, I think it's a great idea to start early and give yourself choices down the road as well. So this will be my third procedure, smaller than my first two, and it's just an attempt to fill in the rest of my crown. That's kind of my main motivation for coming a third time, just because I feel like after this procedure, not that I'm not extremely happy with what's happened in the first two, but this is really, to me, kind of the icing on the cake. It's really going to fully cover my crown, and it's kind of why I decided to come a third time. You know, there are men and women that come in here and they do one procedure and they're done, and they look fantastic and they look the way that they want to look. For me, because of where I had to start from, you know, I just feel like this third procedure is just necessary for me to achieve my personal goals about how I want to look. God, you know, I really want to be critical. I'm trying to think of things that I would improve upon, but it's really hard. I mean, everything was just wonderful. You know, the highlights for me, like I said before, were just the professionalism, the cleanliness, the care, just the overall energy and vibe of the office was very soothing for somebody like me or any other man or woman coming in for a procedure. That's where you just have this inevitable feeling of anxiety. They really squelched a lot of that, you know. As far as things I would change, I don't think I'd change anything. Honestly, I really don't. Everything has been just wonderful. It's a big decision, you know, deciding to do an elective procedure on your head like this. It is a big decision, but if you come to Hasson and Wong, I guarantee you, they're not paying me to say this, you will not regret it. Any regrets that anybody has beforehand in this position, they're always gone. They're always just very fleeting in a finite amount of time. That anxious feeling, the worry, you know, once you see the results, once you work with the people here, you just won't regret making this big decision with Hasson and Wong.